They went in there on the premises that it was for sex trafficking underage minors.
A major developing story that's shaking up the music world. Federal authorities raided 2 properties owned by music mogul Sean Diddy Combs yesterday in connection with a possible sex trafficking investigation.
They're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage in a sexual context. They're gonna go through all those devices. They did a Diddy. Take that, take that. So if they was that dumb to put any videos or anything on any of those type of electronics, it's gonna come to the forefront.
In a recent court hearing, Gan Deal, a former bodyguard of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, dropped bombshell after bombshell about Diddy's infamous parties. These weren't your typical celebrity events. According to Deal, Diddy's parties were dark, dangerous, and full of disturbing activities that most could only imagine. Deal painted a picture of extravagant gatherings where the rich and famous mingled, yes, but also where illicit substances, adultery, and coercion allegedly ran rampant. These weren't casual get-togethers. They were events where even the most high-profile celebrities were said to have been caught in compromising positions. In fact, Deal claims Diddy recorded these moments, taping some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry and even political circles in situations that could ruin careers. And this testimony? It surfaced amid a broader federal investigation that could bring Diddy down for trafficking and racketeering. But what was it really like behind closed doors? Diddy's parties were known for their over-the-top luxury. We're talking A-list guest lists, spectacular performances, and lavish decor that made these events feel like a page out of Hollywood fantasy. From the exclusive Hamptons white parties to the glamorous New Year's Eve bashes, Diddy's gatherings set the standard for lavish celebrations. But beneath the glittering exterior, rumors swirled. According to Deal, these parties were more than just overindulgence. They involved bizarre, unsettling practices, weight checks, strict dress codes for women, and even underage girls being let in, disregarding any form of age verification. It was more than just a party. It was a game of power and control. And then there's that infamous interview. In a resurfaced 2002 clip from Late Night with Conan O'Brien, Diddy made a chilling joke about locking women in at his parties, saying, "You need locks on the doors. You need heat, no air conditioning. It makes everybody more comfortable, more loose."
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this, like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
yeah.
Rock with me, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you talking?
Depends on the way you look at it.
Depends. Oh, people start getting it gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you sexy. New word for you.
At the time, it seemed like harmless banter. But in light of the current allegations, it feels anything but innocent. Now, let's talk about Gan Deal. He's been vocal for years about the disturbing atmosphere at Diddy's parties. In the 90s, Deal worked as Diddy's bodyguard, and since then, he's shared stories of what went on behind the scenes. He's always maintained that Diddy's actions went beyond the typical celebrity antics. Deal claims Diddy operated without boundaries, using his influence to manipulate and control young stars in the industry. The former bodyguard even hinted at a dark side to Diddy's relationships with artists like Usher. He alleges that Usher, as a teenager, was exposed to inappropriate behavior during his time at Diddy's Flavor Camp, a camp that was meant to launch stars, but according to Deal, it did the exact opposite. Deal claims that Diddy's influence protected him from facing the consequences of his actions. Until now. And here's where it gets even darker. Deal implies that Diddy's network may include powerful figures beyond the music world. Politicians, business leaders, and celebrities who could be implicated in these shocking allegations. One of the most unsettling revelations? Diddy allegedly kept over 1,000 bottles of baby oil at his parties. But according to Deal, these weren't just for skincare. He implies that these shipments were tied to something far more sinister, possibly linked to trafficking and other illegal activities. Authorities recently raided 2 of Diddy's properties, seizing evidence that could point to a massive operation involving sex trafficking, racketeering, and more. And if that wasn't enough, Deal's claims also include ties to underage girls and incriminating videos and photos. Now, the fallout from these allegations is spreading far beyond Diddy. Celebrities, politicians, and even former attendees are watching anxiously, wondering if their names will be dragged into this growing scandal. One person who has been particularly vocal, Meghan McCain. She recently tweeted that if you've attended one of Diddy's freak-off parties, you have no moral standing to lecture anyone on politics. Ouch! What's next? Federal authorities are intensifying their investigation. Could this be part of a larger effort to expose systemic issues within the entertainment industry, much like the investigations into Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein? Stephen A. Smith believes Diddy's arrest could be the beginning of something much bigger, a deeper look into Hollywood, hip-hop, and the influential figures who may have been complicit in misconduct. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want more shocking stories, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned, because this story is far from finished.